With the keyboard market being inundated with aluminium keyboards lately, it's time to delve into MonsGeek's M series, specifically the M7 in today's video. Join me as I uncover whether this budget-friendly aluminium keyboard kit truly lives up to the recent hype that it's been receiving. First up, let's dive into the unboxing experience. The package sports a sleek, minimalistic design with subtle branding, which I must say appeals to my taste. Upon opening the box, you'll find a foam layer safeguarding the internals, a thoughtful inclusion especially considering this is a budget package. MonsGeek includes their very own tape for the Tempest mod. You get an accessory box with some force brake mod strips, or Teflon pads, some extra silicone gaskets, a bag of screw-in stabilizers, a bag of case and stabilizer screws, and a coiled USB-A to USB-C cable. And finally, the user manual. The M7 itself then comes protected by a plastic dust cover as well as a foam sleeve. Remarkably, MonsGeek has managed to deliver one of the most sophisticated unboxing experiences I've encountered in a package of this value. It's evident they haven't cut any corners here. Before delving into my personal impressions, let's outline some of the main features of this keyboard. The MonsGeek M7 barebones kit comes in at $79.99 on monsgeek.com. It features a 65% layout with 68 keys. The build is made entirely of aluminium and it comes with VIA compatibility, with QMK compatibility scheduled for June. It's undeniable that this keyboard boasts a striking aesthetic appeal. With its powder coated finish, particularly on the grey version that I have, it exudes an exceptionally premium look. I do want to highlight a potential downside though. The aluminium finish is susceptible to smudging. If you happen to get any dirt on your keyboard and try to rub it away, you might end up with an unsightly smudge, as I've unfortunately experienced. The M7 features a 65% layout, albeit with a larger footprint compared to other keyboards in this category, thanks to the exploded arrow keys and 4 additional shortcut keys. Depending on your specific needs, this could be a positive aspect if you desire a plethora of shortcut keys without upgrading to a 75% layout with a function row. On the other hand, if minimizing the footprint is your priority, this might not be the ideal choice for you. I'm personally indifferent, but just something to think about for potential buyers. Constructed from aluminium, the M7 boasts a considerable weight, about 1,600 grams to be more specific, contributing to that luxurious feel commonly associated with heavier keyboards. Turning our attention to the back, you'll find 4 rubber pads instead of the typical pair of height adjustable feet. It's worth noting that this seems to be a common occurrence among aluminium keyboards, lacking the option for adjustable feet. If this is a crucial factor for you, it might be worth considering whether aluminium keyboards actually align with your preferences. There's also a small MonsGeek logo engraved into the back of the case. It's nice and tasteful in my opinion, so no problems there from me. On the back edge of the M7, there's just a USB-C port, as this is the non-wireless version. If you want to pick up the tri-mode connectivity version, check out the M7W, which will set you back another $20, priced at $99.99. It's worth noting that this port is recessed into the board, potentially causing compatibility issues with certain cables such as right-angle connectors or those with bulkier designs. However, for most users, especially those utilizing the included cable, this shouldn't be a problem. Lastly, let's discuss the accent pieces on the surface of the M7. In my silver unit, there are bronze accent bars that can be removed. However, depending on the color variant you choose, these bars could be gold or silver, adding a customizable touch to the keyboard's appearance. Now, let's assess whether the M7 can hold its own in the gaming environment. To begin, the board boasts a 1000 Hz polling rate, translating to a 1 millisecond response time. In my view, this level of speed is more than adequate for competitive gaming purposes. The M7 incorporates N-key rollover, also known as anti-ghosting, a crucial feature in my opinion for most games. This functionality ensures that you can press multiple keys simultaneously and the keyboard will intelligently register them in the correct sequence. Another great feature of the MonsGeek M7 is its VIA compatibility. VIA is an excellent open source keyboard customization software that allows you to remap keys as well as create macros, which can be very useful for gaming. While we're on the topic of gaming, although not exclusive to gaming, the M7 is well equipped with 20 RGB presets for you to choose from. The PCB sockets are south facing, so the RGB illumination is nice and strong. Alright, it's time to tear down this kit and delve into what lies inside. To access the internals, you'll have to remove 6 screws securing the case. Once those are off, the top panel should lift off easily. Don't forget to disconnect the connector to free the sandwich from the case. Lastly, you'll find several PCB screws holding everything together that you'll need to remove. The M7 is gasket mounted using these silicone strip gaskets. I actually found this gasket mounting system provided quite an acceptable amount of bounce to the typing, which I was pleasantly surprised by given its aluminium construction. This keyboard kit ships from the factory with a polycarbonate plate with plate-mounted stabilizers attached. Underneath the plate, you get a layer of pour-on plate foam, followed by a switch pad. The PCB is 5-pin hot swappable and, as mentioned, has south-facing sockets. Underneath the PCB, you get a layer of pour-on case foam, followed by this VHB insulation layer, and finally a silicone case pad. I've applied the included tape for the Tempest mod, as well as the Teflon pads for the force brake mod. Before we wrap up, I'll leave you with 2 sound tests, one with the plate-mounted stabilizers installed, and another with the additional screw-in stabilizers. I've applied GPL 205 grade 0 lube to the screw-ins as they ship bone dry. I'm using Akko's Piano Pros in both sound tests. These are a pre-lubed 5-pin linear switch and require an operating force of 45 grams. For keycaps, I'm going to be using this set of cherry profile minimalistic Japanese keycaps. Link to all products I use in the video can be found in the description. I've thoroughly enjoyed my experience with the MonsGeek M7. It's evident to me that MonsGeek has prioritized keyboard enthusiasts by including various modding accessories in the box. The keycaps I've selected for the M7 perfectly complement its finish, resulting in a truly superb look. I wholeheartedly recommend this keyboard to anyone looking to venture into the custom keyboard world. Considering the price, aluminium construction, and the included mods, it's hard to find a better option. That concludes today's review. If you found the video helpful or enjoyable, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. A big thank you to MonsGeek for providing this unit for review. As always, all opinions expressed in the video are entirely my own. If you're intrigued by aluminium keyboards but prefer a pre-built option, be sure to check out my last video on the Fecker Galaxy 80. And if you're interested in a more relaxed, longer form build of this M7, check out this video here.